McGrady.
Nowitzki and Pedro Stojakovic of the Kings, and Dirk with the touch. So the West leads by 5.
The West has been able to control the tempo. Their defense has been fantastic. McGrady answers with the 3, but there's no open court flow. Represented Los Angeles.
At first, Elton Brand was asked, was he disappointed that he was not named to the reserve squad when that was announced as Tracy McGrady.
In the first few minutes, and I think people know I can dunk, so I don't think I have to prove too many people.
I don't think there's any question about that. Just Kersey said you didn't.
That piques someone's interest, and I don't control those things, but that doesn't motivate me when I play the game of basketball. I play the game of basketball because I love it, and the MVP stuff, that's for everybody else.
Goodness. What'd you think of that one there, Tracy McGrady?
You are talking to me, I'm missing the game.
Michael, thank you for your time. We look forward to seeing you in a second.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Here's what's great about this game, and Tracy McGrady shows you why all of the fans are here. His own play.
Jamal Tinsley tried that same play last night in the rookie game. Inspiration for a much bigger and more physically talented Tracy McGrady. I've never seen this before.
Well, it's a fast break to himself, and he was the only one to do it. What's coming? Look at him go through 4 or 5 guys and poster.
So 5 minutes gone by what has been a spectacular second quarter. It's the West by 4. These are two people who did not have a wonderful relationship for a number of years. Once again, it is Tracy McGrady with a sensational move. 9 points for McGrady.
Offensive foul called in the All-Star game.
Well, nobody's been more spectacular in the first half than Tracy McGrady.
Type of team right now that's able and willing to compete. So right now we're just going to continue to try to get better as a team each and every month. That's our goal. And when the playoffs start, we'll see what happens.
Byron, good luck. Thank you. You can go back to start screaming at the players.
All right, thank you, Jim.
Marv, back to you.
Points. But from an individual point of view, the most dynamic play has been supplied by the Orlando Magic's Tracy McGrady.
Now, McGrady, as he said in his own thoughts, was nervous last year, but he came out with some spectacular efforts and brought the East back into the ball game at both ends of the floor. He was doing it all by himself, and they may have to let him play the entire second half to get him back in it.
Eddie Jordan, his assistant coach, who was also out in Sacramento, also instrumental.
Absolutely.
Offense. Fast Eddie Jordan. Tracy McGrady back on the floor, gets right into it. He now has 13 points, 67. I think Kobe is right on schedule.
Well, that's a great pass, inbound pass.
Sensitivity to the subject, and I think you'll see a quiescent second half of the season.
David, I know that you like all of your players, and you're particularly fond of the game. You're a big fan as well as a commissioner. Kobe Bryant said he likes one.
The blue seats, as Duncan is able to hit again, the blue seats up in the gallery of the old Madison Square Garden. Tim Duncan, 14 points, 11 rebounds. McGrady for 3, yes. So the West now leads 92-75 with 2.5 remaining. Major Stojakovic is back for the West up front with Elton Brand and Kevin Garnett. Gary Payton, Kobe Bryant on the backcourt off the steal. Paul Pierce got a piece of it. Pierce set up beautifully by McGrady. Now, remember a year ago in the All-Star game.
Coming alive with the small ball lineup here. Paul Pierce out in transition. He plays a lot of forward, but he's got
McGrady having an impact here in the fourth.
I think rotation and player combination. I think the coaches are going to have a huge impact.
Here's Pierce for 3. And the ball lands in the hands of Tracy McGrady. So it's down to a 15.